Hey, you guys. Thanks so much for coming here to the first ever meeting of the Kids Action Committee. Yeah, where we can freely talk about what it's like to be a kid. Yeah, just to let you know, your parents will be picking you up, yeah, at 3. So, you know, for the next hour, this is officially a kids-free area and an adult-free zone. Yeah. So that's really great. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm Michael, I'm 11, and I just want to tell you guys that finally I get to say what, you know, nobody wants us to admit. Sorry, parents are idiots. You just got to say it out loud. I mean, geez, you know? Here's the thing. They got no training, they got no education, yeah, and then the kids get messed up. That's just the way it is. I mean, think of it this way. An Uber driver has more training, you know what I mean? Yeah, and with them, the app's doing most of the work, right? Yeah, it's like a bear flying a Boeing 747. The bear's big and powerful, but the plane's going down. Yeah, for sure. I had more training for my paper route. No, for sure. I mean, parents, not so much. But wouldn't you think they'd at least, I don't know, have some kind of application process? Jeez. Oh my God. Thank you so much for seeing me for this position. Yeah, no, I'm so excited, you know, for sure. I see you got my resume, cover letter, physical history, mental health report, all excellent, of course. Yeah, and before I hear any of the particulars, I just want to tell you, I've always wanted the job of parent, for sure. Oh, and I came prepared. Yeah, I've been checked out by my OBGYN. She says I'm good to go. I even know a few guys who might be interested. You never know. Girl could get lucky, for sure. Yeah. Oh, but I do have a few questions, like what does the job pay? What? This job cost me money? $250,000? No, I'm really not in it for the money, so that's, yeah, but what else? Like what are the hours, like banker's hours, 10 to 4? 24/7? Oh my, no. Yeah, I know there's some intangible, that's it. Like, what you got? Lifelong bonding. It don't do much for me. What else? Oh, yeah, DNA, yeah. You passing on my DNA? Okay, no, I know there's other good stuff, because, I hear parents having a great old time. They're complaining about how hard their life is, for sure. I could do that, I'd be so good at that, oh my God. And education. Oh yeah, I studied. Oh, for sure. No, not school. No classes. No books. I don't need none of that. Because I see kids on TV. I see them in the park, for sure. Yeah, I even watched that movie, Look Who's Talking, about the talking baby. Yeah, I get it. The baby goes in the carriage. Yeah, no problem at all. And besides, my parents parented me, so, I know how to do it. What? Did I have a happy childhood with good parents? Well, no, but who does, right? And for sure, I'll do better than them. I mean, I couldn't do worse. No, right, yeah. No, what? Oh, well, I'm sure I'll be with a team. There'll be lots of other people I can give the kid to, right? What? No? Oh, geez. Well, no, I still want the job. No, I know this is good. This is really, I can do this. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I love this question. On the beach in the Riviera. Yeah. For 18 years? Oh my God, no, that's fine. No, I can do this. There's always boarding school or something. Yeah, I still want the job. Why do I want the job? That's a good question. Oh my God, Diane, I just had to call you. Yeah, guess what? Yeah. Remember how I had to take that interview and answer all these things, in order to become a parent a number of years ago? Yeah, well, guess what? The other day, I actually spent an hour with the kid. No, I did, for sure. Yeah, well, sure, it was boring, but you got to do it. That's what they say. Yeah. No, and can I tell you something else? I'm not like my neighbor Cassandra. She never spends more than 5 minutes with hers. Yeah, and yeah, I know. No, and guess what? I actually listened a little bit when he talked, for sure. Well, it took it out of me, yeah, but nothing's too good for my little Michael. Yeah. So, yeah, no, and I'm feeling so proud of being a parent. I even got a babysitter. Yeah, no, they were on the crosstown bus holding a sign saying hire me. So I hired them. Yeah, kismet, meant to be. Yeah, but I do. I totally spoil him. No, I do, because last week I let him stay at daycare all week. I didn't talk to him at all. No. Yeah, but yeah, it was so great. Well, you got to do it. They got Legos and teachers and all kinds of stuff. And they say education is really important for a growing child. Or is that milk? I don't know, but one of those things. Yeah. No, and I'm so proud of being a mom. I love it. I love to just say, I'm a mom, has that cachet. And they throw it out all casual like it's nothing. Yeah, and then people are like, thank you for your service kind of thing. No, it's really great. Yeah. No, I just gotta say, yeah. Oh, but I always wanted to be a mom, for sure. Why? I don't know, isn't that what everybody does? For sure. Oh, I gotta go, Diane. I'm in San Moritz for 2 weeks. Yeah, I know, it's great. Michael? Oh, can you believe it? He missed the plane. Yeah, but I'm sure he's fine. And I got a whole row of seats to myself. Yeah. Okay, bye, Diane. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Yeah, it can be kind of hard when I would have liked to go on that trip with them, but I can understand, it's just a little different when we want to be close and maybe they don't want to so much or something. Yeah. I tried to be the greatest kid you'd ever meet, the kind that moms take picnicking. I see them holding hands, they look so sweet. You say you love me, but you're never there. If I was smarter, nicer, better, would you find the time for us to share? Or would you just keep leaving me alone with random strangers from anywhere? Aren't you worried that they could hurt me? Or do you even care? I tried to be the kind of kid you'd want to know, a perfect child, a joy to have, the kind you'd imagined long ago. You seem to need me, but I'm not sure what for. Social status, your bucket list, a name called Mom so your life would mean more. But now it seems you wish you'd never had me. longing for the dreams you left behind. Don't you know your sad regret just breaks me? Or do you think I'm blind? Oh, sometimes I wonder if I really hate you for not wanting to be with me. Maybe my love is just a fake, a price to pay, a lifelong fee, 'cause without your home and your protection, I'd be on the street without any real connection, lost in permanent rejection. So I'll still try to be that kid that you could love, someone you can shout on when life gives you a shove. You'd say, I love you, and give me a kiss. You'd hold my hand at the park. I'd be the one that you would miss. Yes, how I wish I could make you love me. One heart like we were meant to be. Mom, I'm the kid you always wanted. I love you. Why can't you love me too? Please. Yeah. No, I mean, it can be really hard, and I can understand it. Some parents don't like one of their kids. It's okay, or all of them, and that's okay as long as, it could be worse. Could have one of those super needy kind of parents that, just say, love me, and try to guilt trip you into loving them. That'd be even worse. Yeah, I mean, with them, if the kid says, okay, Mom, I love you, do they really, or is it like that Stockholm Syndrome thing, That's that thing where the captive fell in love with the kidnapper because they had to in order to survive. So, if it's like that, then you got to ask, do you really love your parent, or are you Patty Hearst? You never know. Yeah, you're not sure. But parents, they're giving it up altogether anyway. It's too much trouble. It's a pain in the butt. They're like, I'm just going to outsource this crap. Yeah, forget it. Yeah, so they outsource it to babysitters, caretakers, daycare centers, whatever, But, I gotta say, us kids, did you know that, because those babysitters, they don't know much anyway either. No, and they don't even know us. But, the thing is, did you know that, elephant babies, they have to be with their moms 24/7 or they die. They completely just die. But we don't die, we just kind of get messed up. But, and here's the thing, you can't just treat us like a car you can park somewhere. And even if you had that, then I don't think a parent who had a car that they liked would just be like, here, take the keys to my Lamborghini and be sure to bring it back at 6. Yeah, and here's 2 popsicles. I don't think so. No. And wouldn't you think when the Lambo got back, it might be a little messed up? For sure. No, I don't. Then they want us to trust these strangers, just any old babysitter. They want us to trust them and then to like them. And sometimes we do. Right, love, I gotta go. Yeah, your parents will be home soon, for sure. Yeah, I had a great time. You dinosaurs are brilliant. Sure. Well, sure, I'd love to come back. Tomorrow? Well, maybe, but I ain't been hired for that yet. Yeah, hired. Yeah, your parents pay me to stay with. Oh, I thought you knew. Yeah, I get paid to be with you. Yeah. What? What? That does not make me a prostitute. No. And it don't mean I'm pretending to like you neither, kid. Jeez. Well, sure, the money helped. No, your ma don't pay your dad to pretend he loves her. Why not? Because he actually loves her. No, I do actually like your kid, but it's different with a babysitter, isn't it? Yeah. No, well, I wouldn't come over if I weren't being paid. Yeah. No, your ma's not saying that you're so unlikable that the only way to have anybody be with you is to pay them for it. Jeez. No, gee, kid. Right. Look. No. Oh my, no. You can't pay your ma to want to spend more time with you. No. Now, you can't pay your friends either. Look, just find people who like you for you, who you like. Yeah, without the money. Gee, I had no idea you'd take this so personal-like. I wonder if Tommy feels the same way. Yeah, Tommy, he's another kid I babysit for. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, I babysit for lots of other kids. What? I'm not a prostitute. Jeez. No, I'm not phony neither. I like you. Right. Well, I am here with you for money. Now, it's different because it is. Look, kid, go ask your ma. I got to go. Yeah, you guys, see, that's what I mean. You know, it can be like kind of fun to be with the babysitter. They can be really fun, but then we kind of miss them when they go. When you came through the door with a smile that just glowed, her dress of pink silk beautifully flowed. You even brought chocolates tied in a big bow and a game of Parcheesi. Oh, how did you know? I tried not to fall for believing in you. I knew once again it'd be too good to be true, 'cause they've all come and gone, so I know it's a scam. But I really believe this time, I guess that's who I am. I'm a chump, a patsy, a sucker, it's true. To love someone so dearly who'll just leave like you do. But when we played in our tent, when we danced until 3, I thought that you knew how much you meant to me. I hoped you'd be different, and you pretended to be. But you're just like the others my parents hired to sit with me. You think that they love you, and maybe they do. But in the end, it's a job. You know that it's true. But I really loved her. I guess I'm naive. I just didn't want to believe that you'd leave. Oh, they leave. Oh, yes. They all just leave, and you dream they could love you and hope that it's true. But in the end, it's the money. You know that it's true, 'cause they leave. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, better believe. They all just leave, and you pray they could love you and dream it's true. but it's just an act. Yes, that's what they do. But when you listen to me, really heard all my dreams, I finally felt that I had been seen. Somebody cared, knew my thoughts and my fears, even held me when I was in tears. But no, they always go, they don't even look back. Yes, you know, 'cause when push comes to shove, it's not you that they love, they all go. Yeah, these guys, that outsourcing shit, that's really creepy, you know. I mean, you can't really outsource like love and affection and all that stuff. You can't outsource parenting. I mean, that's some crazy capitalist shit. Yeah, for sure. No. But now look at this. They're even outsourcing us to schools. Yeah. No, I know they call it education, but give me a break. When's the last time you used a hypotenuse? Can I just ask? Nah, no way. Yeah, I know, they think it is, but I gotta tell you, you know, you can't pass any of the tests anymore. The teachers can't pass them. You know, everybody's flunking, so everybody feels shitty about themselves all the time. No, it's a nightmare in there. And when I complain to my parents, they just say, gee, they have to go to work. Yeah, every day. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't see you getting beaten up and bullied. In fact, when my mom, the worst thing that happened to her, she got an inappropriate email, she contacted HR, and guess what? They fired the guy. With us, the bullies just back the next day. No. And I don't see my parents hiding under the desk waiting to die. Yeah, that's probably because at their work, they don't have active shooters. Yeah, no, I can tell you, if Silicon Valley was awash in active office shooters, trust me, nobody's going to work. But us, we're told to just suck it up, you know, hey kids, there's another shooter, line up. Yeah, then step behind the door. That's great. Exactly how much learning do they think we're doing, being constant in fear of dying? Nah, you know, if my parents had to go to school and risk their lives, they'd be like, forget it, I'm not getting shot for Shakespeare. Shit. No way. You know, in fact, if they want us to go to school, they better, because they don't know why, they keep going, why you don't want to go, why you're not excited. If they want us to get excited, they better have a really good kid ambassador. Hi everybody, I'm Chelsea and I'm in the 4th grade and they asked me all to come here to tell you what a great time you'll have here at Marthal Elementary School. So first of all, yeah, school's a lot of work, right? But it's a lot of fun too. Yeah, we got like recess and we got field trips. Oh, and guess what? Do you guys like being in a Hollywood movie? This is just like being in a Hollywood movie. All this action and thrills and guns. Yeah, it's really great. You see, here's the thing. Yeah. Being here, oh yeah, we get lots of shooters. So being here is just like being in a John Wick movie, except we usually only get one shooter at a time. But they do chase us down the halls, just like John does. Yeah. So see? Oh no, don't get scared. It's fine, there's so much fun stuff, like forts. You guys like forts? I love forts. And last week, I got to build, we in our desk, we got to build under our desk a huge fort, and then we barricaded the door, and then it was so cool. Yeah, but then the gunman burst in and we had to miss lunch. Jeez. Yeah, but lunches here, they're so delicious. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Monday, last week, it was Sloppy Joe's, and on Tuesday, it was burgers and fries, and on Wednesday, it was supposed to be pizzas, but they came up with the loudspeaker, and then they said Matt the shooter was going to be here, and I was so excited to see him. Yeah, but it turned out they were wrong. It was just a substitute shooter, and we only got to watch a video of a school shooting. Yeah. But see, I don't get bummed for too long, because can I just say, there's always something else fun, like, oh yeah, I love show and tell. Isn't show and tell great? Last week, Sarah brought in her pet gerbil, oh so cute, and I brought in my hula hoop that lights up. And then Matt burst in with his AK-47, four-clip, night scope, and laser pointer. See? So there's always something great going on here. Yeah. So tomorrow, when you guys come to school, bring your lunchbox and your book bag, and oh yeah, be sure and bring your dental records, because you don't want to end up being an unidentified body. No, the teachers hate that, you know? There's so much trouble when they have to try to figure out who's who. Yeah, you don't want to do that. And don't worry, this fun will never end, because I asked and they said, not till kids get the right to vote. As if. Yeah. Oh, look kids, it's Matt. Duck, this is going to be a blast. Yeah, I can tell you. This stuff is getting so normalized, I have a feeling they're going to make a musical out of it. You're teaching in a war zone. Threats of shooters on the megaphone. Fear and terror. Our AV department's a little rusty, but we're working on it. You're teaching in the war zone. Threats of shooters on the megaphone. Fear and terror's all I've ever known. I'll be stuck here till I'm grown. Your school asked parents for some samples of our skin and hair, so they'll know who we are when it's just parts of our bodies there. Doesn't that give you a clue? The kind of danger you're putting us through? You must hate the sight of me to leave me here in agony. You're teaching in a war zone. Threats of shooters on the megaphone. Fear and terror's all I've ever known. I'll be stuck here till I'm grown. You're teaching things we'll never use. Square roots and hypotenuse, just for your job and union dues, but we're the ones with everything to lose. You wonder why we're suicidal and on methadone, why we can't learn Shakespeare, Greek, or anything you've shown. Well, trauma and heartbreak makes us scream and moan. I guess that's what you'll be reading when you read my tombstone. But when they drag my dead body from your school, I guess you'll be happy to know at least he learned those useless algebra rules. You're teaching in a war zone. Threats of shooters on the megaphone. Fear and terror's all I've ever known. I'll be stuck here till I'm grown. You're teaching things we'll never use. ancient use and Howard Hughes, just for your job and union dues. But we're the ones, we're the ones, we're the ones, we're the ones with everything to lose. We're the ones, we're the ones. Yeah, you guys, school's a great place for kids if you want to kill us. Jeez. No, but I can tell you right now, they're never going to change this. Yeah. Teachers can't see it, the school principals, the school board, they can't see any of this shit because, it's their job. It's their livelihood. Yeah. No, and they're not going to change the curriculum. Because, they all know that AI and robots has taken all the jobs, so they might as well just leave the same old stuff, useless stuff they've been teaching forever. I can't believe they still teach out of the same fiction books from 55 years. Look it up. It's true. It's really sad. But, the thing that really worries me is these school board politicians. The laws they pass, can you believe it? They got these laws that let them use solitary confinement and pepper spray and all kinds of crap on us. Yeah. It's like, I can't believe, what are we in are we doing Shawshank Redemption here? Maybe they should just skip the schools altogether and just put us straight into San Quentin. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying teachers go into this because they want to, mistreat kids or nothing. But can I just say, if this is what you're doing with your life, maybe you should join special police.
Thank you so much for accepting my application for CIA Advanced Interrogation Expert. Now, I know none of you here at the CIA would ever resort to what the unenlightened public calls torture when interrogating the enemy. So let's just say I have extensive experience in enhanced psychological, physical, and emotional intimidation, including psychosis-inducing solitary confinement and debilitating laser shock techniques. Thank you. Yes, it is an impressive background, I agree. Yeah, where was I? No, not Afghanistan. No, not with the Navy SEALs either, although they're a great group of guys. They wouldn't last a day where I was. I was principal and head of the school board at Pittman Public School for little girls. Yes, yeah, no, what? Oh, you didn't realize these techniques are used extensively in the schools? Have you not read, you haven't heard of RCW 28A? Well, that's the law that allows us to use, handcuffs, solitary confinement, pepper spray, batons, a lot of stuff, yeah. I see you're shocked. Heck, I was too. I thought for sure they'd at least let us use waterboarding. I know. That's one of the reasons I want to join you folks here at the CIA. Learn some of your more advanced, sophisticated techniques. Yeah, and I'm going to go give back to the community, go back and teach all those back to the school, yeah. And I'll bring whatever things I now learn, any of the new stuff, back to you guys. And just to let you know, those little kids are every bit as nefarious, evil, and cunning as the most advanced and dangerous foreign adversaries. Yep. Oh, what age? Oh, wide variety. Anywhere between 4 and 8. Yeah. And I just have to tell you, I've got a lot of small arms training. No, not knives. No, tiny arms. Because, gee, those little kids sure are slippery jerks.
Yeah, you see, our lives are dangerous, right? And our parents keep acting like we're like in some kind of old-fashioned little house of the prairie fantasy. I don't think so.
Once upon a time, electing school board polls made sense for hiring teachers, building schools, leading us kids to success. But now with so much cash at stake, politicians are just on the take, making schools turn into jails, having classes everyone fails. Once upon a time, boards chose subjects we could use to get a job, buy a home, have a good life that we choose. But now they're just teaching us useless stuff, planned by old guys who use spats and snuff to make grunt workers and lumberjacks. That's so stupid, those jobs aren't coming back. Once upon a time, I heard it was great, but long ago. Schools had great playtimes, kids made friends they'd always know. But now it's just a scary place where bullies roam the halls, stuffing kids in toilets, beating kids up in the stalls, with constant threats of shooters, bombs, and deadly gas that could kill us all. Once upon a time, oh, so long ago, schools cared about us kids. They wouldn't hurt us, don't you know? But now, pepper spray, batons, ties, desk ties, and handcuffs, isolation chambers where they lock us up. I've had enough. Politicians make these brutal laws, and our lives are now so tough. How do we survive this thing you call a school? You're cruel.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough life there, and that's all part of the parent-teacher industrial complex. It's bad, but you know, they don't like me saying this. They want me to shut up. They're sending me to a shrink, they say. You know, those are those guys that they get paid by the pharmaceutical companies to get kids addicted to drugs. Yeah, no, I know. It's really something. I can't believe it. You know, I think because suicide is now the second leading cause of death in kids, now they're like, oh, that's quite a profit motive. Let's look at the business plan for this. Yeah, but how would you even advertise that? What would the commercials look like?
Come on down to Serenity Mental. Come on down, drop off that troublesome child, and finally get them the care that they need from me, licensed psychiatrist Dr. Ronald H. Burr, MD. Yes, for the low price of only $550 an hour, they can bond with me instead of you. Oh yeah, it's so great. Yeah, then you and them won't have to suffer no more. You know, we have 3,000 Serenity facilities that you could have them admitted to. Yeah, go ahead and do that and get them the care so that they can live a life free of emotional pain and mental suffering. Yes, indeed. Operators are standing by, so sign up now. Yes, we know it's such a trouble, but here at Serenity,
We have your mind so clear, it's no problem at all. Yes, indeed. Now, we know how hard it is on all you parents to have a child that's rebellious, difficult, uncooperative, and won't go to school. But I, Dr. Ronald H. Burr, MD, am fully licensed to give them all the psychotropic drugs they could ever need. Yes, indeed. We fix your child's brain by altering it. Yeah, trust us, they'll never be the same. But time's running out. Yes, indeed. We know other facilities suffer from mismanagement and underpaid, underqualified staff. But here at Serenity, we have no problems at all. We only hire folks that have been through our extensive care aid program. Why, what they learn in those 16 hours really makes a big difference in their ability to act as if they truly care. Yes, indeed. Indeed. As seen on TV. Yes, your insurance pays. All this 3 squares and a bed are completely covered by your insurance. That is, until it runs out. But isn't your child worth it? We know it's cheaper to keep him at home and listen to the troubles yourself. But absence makes the heart grow fonder, am I right? Yes, indeed. So go ahead and bring them down to us at Serenity, where your life will be so much easier and more convenient for you. And won't it feel great to know you did right by them, just dropping them off? Yes, indeed. But drop them off. Yes, drop off that scared, lonely, miserable child who keeps wanting more attention from you. To me, Dr. Ronald H. Burr, MD. Yes, indeed. And have their minds truly heal so you can get back to the life you thought you'd have before you had them. Jeez, no, they're not locking me up. I can tell you, they're trying to gaslight us. Yeah, us kids. They want us to think, oh, it's our problem. We're the ones who are crazy. Jeez, you know, that's really bad, that gaslighting stuff. Long ago, we were close. Mom, you love me, maybe. Can't believe now you'd let some shrink call me crazy just to hide from the truth and your lies and from my voice and from my cries. Yes, I know I'm different. Yes, I know I'm different. I can't lie like the rest of you. Yes, I know I'm different. Gee, I know I'm different. Feeling pain that you all hide through. Maybe I just feel what you don't want to see. But saying I'm crazy, guess makes you feel saner than me. Yes, I know I'm different. Gee, I know I'm different. I can't hide like you all do. Yes, I know I'm different. Gee, I know I'm different. Wish I doubted what I know is true. Maybe I just feel what you don't want to see. So saying I'm crazy makes you feel safer than me. A shrink with your authority, she happily bought you for a fee. With money as your total aim, you gladly made me the one to blame for all the family's dark neuroses. You made me your diagnoses, but even your advanced degrees can't hide your being just a sleaze. Pushing drugs and therapy, cash for you, tragedy for me, brutality, mentality, denying all my sanity. I'm an outcast, so you can all gaslight me. Yes, I know I'm different. Gee, I know I'm different. Wish I could hide like you all do. Yes, I know I'm different. Gee, I know I'm different. Feeling pain that you all lie through. Maybe I just feel what you don't want to feel. So calling me crazy, but it can't change what's real. Yes, I know I'm different. Yeah, yous guys, can I just say that gaslighting thing, that's really bad stuff. That's like character assassination, you know what I mean? I mean, once they do that, then nobody believes you anymore. I think that's their goal. Yeah, no, yeah. But see, I think one problem with all adults sort of is that they do this moral hazard thing, you know? That's where they do a bunch of stuff that works for them because they're not the ones that have to suffer the consequences. Yeah, yeah. And did you know, kids, there's this biological thing, the phenomenon where, like, when they're 6, they tend to lose all their memories. Yeah, it's called PTSD. But I gotta say, they lose them all, you know? But then we're like a people, kids are like a disenfranchised people. We got no country, we got no laws, we got no representation, you know? But I think this losing their memory stuff is the reason why we're the only oppressed group who turns into our oppressors. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's not good. You know, because all the other oppressed groups, see, because we're the last, like, unspoken other that adults love to diss, right? They always want an other, something else, and we're the last unspoken one. But all the other groups, all the other oppressed groups, they have their own rights group and everything. So that's why I called you guys here today, so we can form our own kids' rights group and, you know, stand up for our rights. Yeah, yeah. So let's change the laws because before we the oppressed people become our oppressors. Yeah, yeah. First, yeah, licensed parenting. Tie their tubes until they get trained and they at least know what they're doing a little bit, and they you know how to like us or do like us or want to spend time with us and aren't just dumping us off to other people. And number 2, change the curriculum. Geez, give us something that we're going to be able to get a job with. I don't know, plumbing or something where we can be, you know, in person, not taken over by robots and stuff. And number 3, shut down the schools. Good grief. Shut them down, right? Yeah, you got to, because shut them down until everybody can say, look, we know for sure where we're sending kids, they're not going to get abused or shot. And if we can't say that and we can't do that, then what the hell are we doing here? Like dust in a sunbeam, shimmering in the last light, shining like a bright dream, savior in a lost night. Can I really hold you when you're gone? And there's nothing left to feel but dust, like dust in a sunbeam, shimmering in the last light, shining like a bright dream, savior in a lost night. Can I really find you when you're lost? Lost to me forever, like a fading sun, longing just to know you before our lives are done. Or was it nothing, just nothing we ever knew? Nothing we ever had could come true, like dust in a sunbeam, shimmering in the last light,
shining like a bright dream, Savior in a lost night. Can I really find you when you were never really there? And there was nothing ever really here but dust. Thank you, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. It really meant a lot to me to have you all here. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very sweet of you.